My name is Chris with RVMP, and today we'll be doing a review and general overview of the components within the new FlexPower 4000E mini generator. Let's get started. First, we'll start by discussing what is behind this front door. So we'll unlatch the door like this, and this gives you access to a bunch of these components here on the front side of the generator. First thing that you're going to notice is the start panel in the top right corner of this window. From the left to the right, you're going to see three lights across the top of the panel. Those are the low oil light, the overload light, and the output ready light. Below these lights, you're going to see the electric start button right here. You're also going to see these two red buttons, which are the gas primer and the reset button. On top of that, you'll also have the AC breaker right here in the bottom right corner. In addition to the front panel, you'll also see the oil dipstick, which is this orange piece right here on the left. That is how you can check your oil level visually. Below this front panel, right here, you're going to see this lever. This is the fuel selection lever. When you have the switch flipped upward, as it is right now, that means that it is set to run on gasoline. All you need to do to switch it to LP mode is to flip that lever right there down. It should also be noted that there's this circular rubber plug here on the top side of the generator. Removing this is to allow access to the spark plug on the inside. However, it is possible with this front door open to access the spark plug with your hand like that. Next, we will remove the cover off the 4000E Mini so we can get an even closer look at some of the other components housed within. So starting from the left and moving our way over to the right through the generator, we're going to talk about this right here. That is the muffler heat shield. So the muffler heat shield obviously covers the muffler itself, and that is supposed to keep it housed and protected from overheating and keeping it cool. Then you're going to see this little metal piece right here, which you can remove just by pulling out, just like that. The metal piece itself is the ignition coil, and then what it shows when you remove it is this little piece right here, which is what the spark plug is. And then when you're ready to cover that back up, push it right back into place. Then what you're going to see is this little black box right here, right below the spark plug area, which has this little green sticker on it. This is the valve cover, and it's also right above the oil dipstick, which we covered earlier. Then as we move over this way, this is the throttle body, which is what you can see right here. And then below all of this stuff, you see this black box right here. It has two little knobs on the right and the left side. Unscrewing those knobs is what will allow you to remove the door. But as you can see, just unscrewing a little bit, that is what you would be removing. And then once you're able to take that door off, you should just be able to grab the air filter from the inside and replace it with a new one. So that is how you get access to your air filter. There are two things over here on this side, so we'll change angles so you guys can get a better look at them. Just to give you guys a better angle, this is the inverter right here, and then this is the fuel filter. In addition to that, while we're at this angle, I'll also point out this little black box right here, which is on the top middle of the generator. This is what we call the ECM. This is essentially the brains of the generator. It controls and tells all the different components what to do electronically. In addition to all those components, you're also going to notice these different wire connectors that are all around at different parts of the generator, including the back. These are pretty simple to disconnect, but I'll show you just in case. So pretty much you would see this has a little tab here on top of it. You would press that down, and then that would allow you to pull them apart like that. And then when you want to reconnect, you will do that. Just plug them right back in. Now, let's discuss how to properly break in the 4000E Mini. So you should run the generator with no load for approximately 30 minutes, and then following that, you should run the generator at half power for 2 hours. Following that, you should run it at 3/4 power for another 2 hours. You can see the electrical load details below the generator to determine the proper electrical loads to do this. Proper engine oil and oil level are also especially critical during the break-in period. Change the engine oil if you are operating the generator in hot or cold temperatures as needed. You can also see the engine oil recommendation sections in the owner's manual to get more information about this. Check the oil level twice a day or every 4 hours during the first 25 hours of break-in, and then change the oil after the first 25 hours of breaking in your generator. Next, let's discuss pre-start checks. Before the first start of any given day and after every 8 hours of generator operation, make sure to inspect the generator as instructed in the section from the owner's manual titled Conducting General Inspections. Keep a running log of maintenance on the generator as well as the hours of operation so that you can perform maintenance when it is necessary. It's important in the upkeep of your 4000 E-mini to make sure that it is always well oiled and that you change the oil regularly, that you keep it out of inclement weather, and that you also do regular maintenance, whether that's taking it into a shop to get looked at or doing it yourself. And that was the general review of the components involved within the new 4000 E-mini Flex Power generator. For more information, you can reach out to us at our website at rvmp.co, and you can expect more videos like this to be coming in the near future, not just about the 4000 E-mini, but also about all of our other generator products. Thank you, and happy camping.